You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the best, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my ride. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my big baller. Yo, meet me outside. 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 On my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Can do now. Yeah.
I'm up now. He's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give it a good shot with my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the East. How much it costed? Like a
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens Falcons. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 tight. Cut 18 ready.
Throwing from the outset is Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in his rap thing, my siblings. Nothing but my children. They disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crack pulling up in on my truck just to play freeze tag with a bone to pick.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Penix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw, caught by Pitts. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Falcons at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat. And they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. When you look at this defense, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a first carry here for the running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
To the air, Allen. That's complete, left side to Bateman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Allen going to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of him and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Now this time, Allen will throw. He'll try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like. Think they have an advantage? Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Penix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On the bootleg, it's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7th. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. In motion left, Bateman. Here's Allen. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Throwing now is Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now Allen. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. And a Ravens 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Allen's pass intercepted.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To the air, Penix. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 7 o'clock, 70, Timberwolf. Trap 60, trap 60. Cut 19.
He'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now back to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
70 Lions.
Penix working out of the gun here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
a very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, ready. Tag. Hiking in. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Young way through the kickoff for Atlanta.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. They find some open field here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Ravens 14. Young way through the kickoff for Atlanta.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Breaks through the contact. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Side handoff. And he stopped immediately there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second down, 5 yards to go.
And again, it's Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Half 85, half 85.
Allen to throw once more. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Allen. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
5 wide, all 52.
To the air, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Penix. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Come 19. Go trap. 60 in, kill. Mustang 19, trap 60.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 14.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Ravens first down.
On play action, Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down.
To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The slot man in motion right. Now Allen. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. They'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
And they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. Robinson up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Slot man moves right. Allen going to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Mike Green able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mike Green in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now 3rd down and very long. Now Penix.
Under pressure, they got him again. Mike Green. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here's Allen to throw it.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Alert!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
22. To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Penix. Throws right side, and that's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, 70 range, 70 range.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And looking to throw, Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Got it. Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Set. 65. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
To the air, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once
They've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And is Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll try and throw with Penix.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This is 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Throwing, Allen.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Ravens' 35-yard line.
The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth is full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the indicator and they yelling stop.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. Stays on his feet. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
A loss of 7.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
32-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So a win here for the Falcons. And it was thanks